Warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world. Global CV News Circle here in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Fauziya Lukman. The federal government has directed the Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, NIS, Caroline Wuraola, to pay urgent attention to the protection of countries' land, air, and water borders specifically. It is directed that more personnel should be deployed to the nation's border for effective protection. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, disclosed this during the decoration of the CG and 60 DCGs in Abuja. The minister also urged the newly decorated officers to prioritize the welfare of Nigerians in need of travel documents. Civil servants whose salaries were initially withheld by the federal government owing to what was described as technical glitches and discrepancies on the platform of the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System, IPPIS, have now started receiving credit alerts from November salaries. Several senior service servants confirmed the development to our correspondents in Abuja. In an effort to boost trade, tourism, and economic relations with oil-rich state of Kuwait, Nigeria at the ongoing International Civil Aviation Negotiation (ICANN) event of the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICOA) holding in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, signed the legal instrument of BASA for the commencement of direct flights, passengers, and cargo between Nigeria and Kuwait. Signing the BASA on behalf of Nigeria, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, SAN, noted that the agreement will enhance the desired economic ties and cooperations between the two countries. He urged the different players in the aviation sector of both countries to launch on the opportunities being provided with the signing of the BASA to derive maximum benefit from it. Similarly, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, also held bilateral talks with respect to the commencement of flight operations for passengers and cargo between Nigeria and Iran, with the aeronautic authorities of the Islamic Republic of Iran, led by the President of the Iran Civil Association Aviation Authorities, Mohammed Baksh. A statement by Oduntayo Oluseyi, Head Press and Public Affairs to the Ministry, said the minister alluded to the fact that Iran and Nigeria had come a long way and international politics should not be used as a barrier to stifle the harmonious relationship that existed between the two countries. He assured the Iranians that he would work in concert with the government agencies towards ensuring the commencement of flight operations between the two nations. A coalition of Niger Delta youth groups converged in the nation's capital, Abuja, to protest the continuous trivial matters between the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the incumbent government, Siminalayi Fubara. The River State concerned youths called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to wade into the leadership crisis rocking state as matter of urgency. Anthony Momodu has the details.
The concerned youth accused the FCT minister of causing chaos in the state, leading to the loss of potential investors. Chairman Ijaw Youth Council Eastern Zone, Tanumo Popo, called on President Bola Tinubu to wade into the matter, while pleading with the warring leaders to shield the souls for the good of the state.
Our president, to do more. We know we are going into this matter. We appeal to you to do more. Because the rumors we're hearing, if you don't use your power and if you allow this to escalate into the federal government.
The Eastern Zone chairman laments that the continuous crisis will delay the growth of the state, as other Niger Delta youth also expressed their concerns about the lingering crisis.
To the conscience of the FCT minister, we need Siminalayi Fubara as governor of Rivers State. We need him too as the FCT minister. We are proud of both of them. Not so we agree. We are proud of both of them. If there's any problem they have, please let them emphasize on that. They should settle it behind closed doors. Coming to public domain will ridicule Rivers State.
Please, in the name of God, I beg them to calm down and let peace reign in Rivers State.
He, however, frowned at the questionable impeachment process instituted by the State House of Assembly lawmakers in a bid to oust the sitting governor.
Please shift your sword for the interests of Rivers youth, for the interests of Icho youth, for the interests of all Rivers people. If this fight continues, it will affect our born generation. We are appealing to the members of the Rivers House of Assembly. Anybody that sue anybody to court, to go and withdraw their case for the interest of Rivers State, for peace to reign, and let normalcy return back to Rivers State, so that it will not scare away investors in Rivers State.
There is no gainsaying that no meaningful progress can be achieved in a state of anarchy and disunity. First, the need for all parties to come together in peace. Anthony Momodu, Global Television News.
A federal high court sitting in Abuja has granted a garnishee order freezing no fewer than 24 bank accounts belonging to the Kano State government over 3 billion naira compensation to incorporate trustees of Masalachi Eid shop owners and trade association for demolition of their shops in the state. Justice I.E. Eko granted the order in a suit filed before the court by the shop owners and traders over the demolition of their shops, which they describe as an illegal action carried out by the state in June 2023. The order was contained in a copy of a certified true copy (CTC) of the ruling delivered on November 28, 2023 and signed by Registrar Chioma Chijoki and made available to newsmen on Wednesday. The court, however, adjourned the case till 18 January 2024 for garnishes to showcase. The frozen accounts were 24 banks, including the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has presented a 434 billion naira 2024 appropriation bill, christened Budget of Economic Recovery, to the National Assembly, noting that the budget is a chance for his administration to show its responsiveness to the current economic situation in the country. The governor, while presenting budget proposal to the House presided over by the Speaker, Adebo Ogundoyin, said his government has been proactive in responding to hardship people faced. He added that the administration had taken all necessary steps to ensure that the 2024 budget addresses the economic challenges of the coming year and also ensure that his vision of sustainable development in the state is achieved. The total capital expenditure in the proposed budget estimates stand at 222,327,327,199 naira and even 50 kobo, while the total recurrent expenditure is 211,884,445,738 naira 94 kobo. With education, infrastructure and health sectors getting the lion's share of the allocation. The Nigerian Army has expressed its readiness to cooperate with the media to enhance peace in Nigeria. Chief of the Army Staff Lieutenant General Torid Labaja disclosed this while declaring open the 2023 Directorate of Army Public Relations, Nigerian Army School of Public Relations and Information Media Workshop in Abuja. The Army Chief, who was represented by the Commander of Army Cyber Warfare Command, Major General Adileke Onyunuga, says the forum will create an avenue for elaborate discussions, cross-fertilization of ideas, clarification, and appreciable synergy among the participants and stakeholders. Kikelomo Okiri has details.
While declaring the 2023 Directorate of Army Public Relations, Nigerian Army School of Public Relations and Information Media Workshop open, the representative of the Chief of Army Staff explained that through effective collaboration and partnership in all spheres of national security, the noble cause of profiling workable strategy and enhancing mutual support among relevant stakeholders can be achieved. The cohorts called on all participants to apply the knowledge and ideas that will be gathered at the workshop towards ensuring that all forms of criminal activities that constitute a threat to the national concession are stamped out, not only through tactical means, but the effective information sharing and reportage across board.
Continuous and seamless collaboration between the Nigerian Army and the media must be maintained at all times. Consequently, this important gathering is to remind us that the Nigerian Army in particular and the armed forces of Nigeria in general relies on this support of the media from their statutory roles as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic. I therefore urge you all to ensure that the synergy be aggressive so that our respective mandates could be holistically dissected to understanding of our various constitutional roles to achieving peace and security in our dear nation.
In his welcome address, the acting commandant, Nigerian Army School of Public Relations and Information, Lieutenant Colonel Adamu Nugode, explained that collaboration between military security agencies and media should be nurtured at all times in order to meet every operational objective. He stressed the need to hold public support through winning the hearts and the minds of the populace for the success of the operation through media platforms.
This further necessitated the choice of this team for this workshop. I wish to state that the urgent need to eliminate and avoid media antipathy cannot be overemphasized, as its implication pose great threat on our national security. This is necessary because the security challenges confronting our dear nation require a robust synergy between the security agency and the media, while playing their various role in maintaining national security.
The theme for the Directorate of Army Public Relations, Nigerian Army School of Public Relations and Information Media Workshop is titled Harnessing the Potential of Media for Effective Military Operation Within a Joint Environment. Kike Lomo Ukeri, Global Television News.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has disclosed a one-day sensitization workshop for personnel of security agencies to proffer lasting solutions to the consistent attacks on schools by kidnappers in the North Central Geopolitical Zone. According to the NCDC workshop, which is expected to have 500 security personnel in attendance, will hold at Nasarawa State Government House, Lafia, the state capital, today. The Commander National Safe Children Response Coordinator Center, CSC, Tosu Shapera, disclosed this during a press briefing in the Duma local government area of Nasarawa State. The National Commission for Persons with Disability, in a campaign to raise awareness of the negative impact that violence and abuse have on women and children, hold a national conference for women with disabilities in commemoration for the 16 days of activism. Global TV was at the event and brings you reports. In line with the 16 days of activism, the National Commission for Persons with Disability hold a national conference for women with disability with the theme Invest to Reduce Gender-Based Violence Against Women and Girls with Disability. The conference saw major stakeholders in various ministries, departments, and agencies. Speaking at the event, the Executive Secretary of the Commission, Dr. James Daniel Lalu, said that for the nation to achieve the goal of empowering women with disabilities, there is a need for proper budgetary allocation.
That empowerment is the key to setting our women free. And therefore, empowerment comes with money. Honorable Chairman, sir, when it comes with money, it is expected to be backed up with proper budgetary allocation.
During the conference, Honorable Bashir Daudu expressed his gratitude towards the executives of the people with disabilities and emphasized the importance of collaboration. He reiterated the federal government's unwavering commitment to acting as a voice for the voiceless within the community.
It is important how the government is able to assist in this area. One of the ways the House of Representatives work is by virtue of making laws and motions. And if you have been paying attention, you will see the 4 motions that are already moved about persons with disabilities. The budget of the Commission is one of the lowest in the national budget for 35 million people. We don't think that is acceptable. That's something that will definitely are going to change.
Speaking further, the Human Rights Commission representatives speak on the commission creating an office specifically for women and children and call for more access to infrastructure and health facilities.
Due to the passion that the present Executive Secretary has for persons with disabilities and women and children, when he assumed office, he created 4 departments and 2. One of them is women and children, specifically for women and children, to deal with matters that relate to women and children. I'm looking forward to seeing toilet facilities, not just economic empowerment. Anytime I enter an institution, what comes to mind is, do they have toilet facilities that accommodate persons with disabilities?
The highlight of the conference is for women with disabilities to not be left behind. The whole world is celebrating 16 days of activism against gender-based violence against girls and women. Therefore, women and girls with disabilities should be inclusive. Fauzi. Following the death of the victim of the One Chance attack, Greatness Olorunfemi on Tuesday, 26 September 2023, a 9-person panel inaugurated by the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, on the 5th of October, has presented a report of its finding to the press briefing held at Abuja. Sharon was there for Global TV and brings you reports.
As part of its mandate, the panel said it relied, among other sources, on eyewitness accounts of those directly involved in the situation who were invited to speak to the panels in order to aid effective investigation into the case and credible evidence sourced from social media. The panel stated that its investigation, based on accounts of the driver who brought in the late Greatness and closed secured television, it was evidence from the medical personnel that the deceased was confirmed dead prior to arrival at the hospital.
The casualty nurse, we found out that the casualty nurse, the house officer, the casualty officer in the emergency who attended and examined Miss Greatness, they attended to her. The casualty nurse first attended to her within 40 seconds of her arrival. 40 seconds of her arrival. And then there was also a doctor that was passing by who attended to her within 3 minutes. And there was also the casualty officer who attended to her before completion of 5 minutes of arrival, respectively. They all testified and she was brought in dead.
Mandate Secretary, Health Services and Environment of the Federal Capital Territory, Adedolapo Fasewi, stated that security concerns in the country and FCT led to the unavoidable death, adding that she had issued an apology to the family of the deceased on how her body was treated, with an assurance of a duly conducted autopsy.
Unfortunately, Miss Greatness's death is due, as we have all heard, to insecurity in our country and in FCT. I will not mince words in saying this is another unavoidable death. And in dealing with this, the Minister of the FCT has called all security arms of government to beef up security in the FCT. And not only that, he has also committed to ensuring that there's safe transportation for commuters in the FCT.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching Global TV News Circle, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the News Circles returns, Federal government raises exchange rate for cargo clearance to 951 naira per dollar. The news continues shortly with details of this and other stories right after this short break. Please don't go away. Welcome back to Global Television, bringing you live broadcasts of the news circle from the nation's capital, Abuja. And on the foreign scene, China says European Union export policies towards Beijing do not make sense on the eve of the high-level summit in the Chinese capital. It also says that China supports close ally Venezuela and Guyana in solving border issues with friendly consultations. At Caracas proposed a bill to create the Venezuelan province in a disputed oil-rich region.
买卖是双方的事情。如果欧方一方面在对华高技术产品出口方面施加严苛的限制，另一方面又希望大幅增加对华的出口，这恐怕不太合常理。通过对话协商妥处分歧，是中欧关系发展的重要经验。 我们希望欧方同中方相向而行，为中欧领导人会晤成功举行营造良好氛围，为中欧关系健康稳定发展做出共同努力。
On a sad note, 3 people were killed and another seriously injured by gunmen who were shot down by police at a U.S. university on Wednesday. The incident at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, a short distance from the gambling hub's tourist park strip, was the latest in the United States where gun violence is a part of the fabric of daily life. 3 other victims are confirmed deceased, Las Vegas Sheriff Kevin McMahill told a press conference. He said a 4th victim have been critically injured by the shooting, but that condition later upgraded to stable. The identity of the shooter was not immediately released, but law enforcement sources said he was a 67-year-old career college professor with links to schools in Georgia and North Carolina, but it was not clear what affiliation he had with the Nevada universities where the shooting took place. A quick look at business, where the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria has raised the exchange rate for cargo clearance from 783 naira to $1 to 752 to $1. This is coming barely 3 weeks after the rate was increased from 757 naira per dollar to 783 naira per dollar. However, our correspondent observed on Thursday that the new rate has reflected on the portal of the Nigerian Customs Service. Senator Wadada Aliyu, Senate Committee on Public Account, has mandated the Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) to transfer 62.2 billion naira to the account of Federation account. The committee members spoke briefly to the press following their meeting with the agencies in Abuja. Senator Wadada Aliyu emphasizes that the Auditor General of the Federation (AGF) report should be viewed as a punitive measures of witch hunts, but rather as a constitutional obligation aimed at fostering accountability and transparency in the administration of public agencies. That's it on Global TV News Circle. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production team, I am Fawzia Lukman, thanking you so very much for watching.